Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Autism and Doctor Who series. Today I'm joined with Josh and today's going to be a really nice talk about Doctor Who and it's going to be awesome. So Josh, thanks you for coming on today.
That's all right.
Do you want to just do a little introduction about who you are?
Yeah, my name's Josh. I'm from Amingdon, Oxfordshire, 22 years old, and I got a job which involves like sales and retail and that, and big fan of Doctor Who, been watching it since 2005, and that's really it, really.
Yeah, so if we go back to 2005, seems a long time ago.
Yeah.
Why did you start watching it in the first place, you reckon?
Well, my mum was a fan of the third Doctor, John Pertwee, in the 90s, and when I was 5 and it got announced that it was coming back, and my mum basically introduced me to it, and ever since then I've been watching it. Like, I kept missing odd episodes when I first started watching it, because when I was younger it used to, like, a little bit of aliens, some aliens used to scare me, but then I started properly watching it from David Tennant to now.
Yeah, and what aliens at that particular moment in time do you think scared you the most?
The empty child a little bit, just like, it was just the voice a little bit and that, and it was just a bit, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm not comfortable watching this yet.
Yeah, do you remember that scene where like that I think it was Nancy, her name was in a person someone's about to turn into one of the gas mask people, and yeah, I can't believe they actually showed that, because it was about the kids, like kids actually turn into the gas mask people, and you can't see it actually happening, and it's a pretty scary episode at the time.
It was.
Yeah. Like what like, if was there any others that scared you?
What was it? The Wimpin' Angels. The Wimpin' Angels. Especially in the blink scene when he turns his head and it just is right behind him doing that, like, claw things staring at you. That was a good jump scare.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, that was a pretty scary episode. I like that episode, to be fair, because it didn't have the Doctor in it. Like I like those kind of episodes where you have other people in it rather than the Doctor.
Yeah, no, that was a good episode. Like, especially when, like, but the Doctor obviously led things to Sally, which was good, but it was pretty much all Sally in that episode, really.
Yeah. It's a shame Sally hasn't. We didn't see Sally afterwards and stuff.
Yeah, I would have probably quite liked her to be, like, don't get me wrong, Donna was really good, but I probably would have preferred to see Sally as, like, the next companion or something. But when they announced Donna was, like, Catherine Tate was returning as in series 4, I was like, oh, that's all right, then we get to see her again.
Yeah, I do like series 4. I think series 4 is up there with one of the best series from 2005 onwards, I think.
Definitely.
It's got the most episodes, hasn't it?
Yeah, especially Jodie's End was a bit sad though, but I'm glad, like, most of the companions came back.
Yeah. David Tennant got most of got quite a lot of companions, didn't he? When he was Doctor. Yeah. Do you have a favourite Doctor out of the ones you've watched?
David Tennant will always be my best Doctor, close by with Matt Smith. So they're, like, the two who will, like, are my favourites.
Yeah, because I think most people when David left, it's very sad. Very sad, especially when you're at that age.
I nearly had a little bit of a tear in my eye, but it was sad. It was sad.
Yeah, I did as well. Like it's almost like he was actually saying he don't want to go, but he has to. Really.
Yeah, he already prolonged one regeneration in the Stolen Earth. Can't do it again.
Yeah, that was pretty cool though. Like, actually regenerating. Probably thinking that he is going to regenerate and then into the same person.
Yeah, because that's when he had the hand, wasn't it? But obviously, and then it got destroyed because obviously when Donna latched on, and then obviously it exploded and created another Doctor.
Yeah, Yeah.
The meta crisis.
Yeah, definitely. Is there any episodes that like popped to your mind that you'll always remember that particular episode because it one of your favorites?
I'll always remember in one of these. It was in series 2, when the Cybermen return. I'll always remember that one. And what else? What other episode? The Master, because obviously with that 3-part story, like Utopia and the rest of them, I'll always remember that 3-parter, like, because it always gave me goosebumps throughout them 3-parters, especially when the TARDIS got taken by the Master. That gave me real goosebumps. I was like, oh, how's the Doctor gonna get out of this? And I'll always remember them 3-parters as well. And then the Stolen Earth and Journey's End, they'll be the episodes I'll remember.
Yeah. I like those 3-part. I kind of miss that they don't do that like that anymore. It's almost like a cliffhanger an episode nowadays. But yeah, the Master storyline was awesome. And it was really sad when he died at that in that season. I think it was series 3 it was. And then he came back, which was great. I think at the end of time, part 1 and part 2 were good as well. When he returned for David Tennant's last episode.
I had a feeling he would return because, like, I've watched some classics and the Master, when he does, like, say, oh yeah, like, he dies, but he always comes back. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna come back.
Yeah, all the time. He won't never come. He's not gonna come back. Like, but like, what do you think about Matt Smith not having a Doctor then? Like, because he didn't have one, did he? Like, when he was Doctor and Master.
No, the Master never showed up in this series, which I can't. Apart from series 7, obviously, when we found out in series 8 that Missy got him and Clara together, but every time she died, he found another version. But counting that, no, I would have loved to see Missy have one at least come up and with the Matt Smith version of the Doctor. I would have quite liked to see that.
Yeah, because Peter Capaldi got kind of both, didn't he? Like, John
He was
Sinclair
in every series in Peter Capaldi. The final part throughout series 8, she kept having like cameos, but then obviously the 2-part at the end was both her episodes she was in it, and then obviously the first 2-parters in the series 9 and then series 10, but then we got John Sim back in that one as well.
Yeah, like they are, like, because when Missy in that episode, Missy and the Master they both died, didn't they? And you thought, is that going to be end? And then we get it all of a sudden. You get Sasha Dewan as the Master now.
Yeah, we get like theories like which version is him though, because obviously people keep saying he's next after John Sim or he's after Missy. There's like so many different speculations, but I personally think I'm not going to go with either. I don't know.
Yeah.
There is loads of different theories.
Yeah, like, is there like a Master that you prefer the most, or are you just like them all?
I prefer Missy and the John Sim Master, both of them. So yeah, because Sasa, because it's just with Chris Chibnall, I don't like. I've watched this series, like some bits are good in that, but it don't make sense in a way to me sometimes. Like most of the time, it just don't make sense.
Yeah, I think there's some good bits though, because they raid winners.
Yeah, definitely.
Like with Ryan and his dyspraxia, I think, which is why I kind of want to do this series, because lots of people in the autistic community like Doctor Who, and some people know about it anyway. So it's kind of good awareness, and it raised the awareness of dyspraxia for Ryan was good, but it's a bit disappointed about he didn't get long enough. Bit overcrowded in the TARDIS, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I would prefer to see like Ryan like more in action, like and like progress with his storyline a bit more. But when then like obviously it got announced that Bradley Walsh and him was leaving, I was quite a bit sad, to be fair, because they were like the first companions of the Doctor and that, and I was like, oh, that is quite sad. But I'm glad they didn't kill them off, because obviously so far they've killed every companion off since Matt Smith until now.
Well, it looks like it might still happen. We've got Yaz still in the TARDIS.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, like when this special comes.
Something's gonna happen to Yaz, isn't it? Like it's got to, like it can't just. She's not gonna go away, is she? On her own accord.
No, not the way, because obviously she likes the Doctor, so she's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And obviously Chris has probably got. He might have in his mind. We might have to kill her off. Because you know that could be why she could be saying Yaz at the end of when she's regenerating or whatever that energy is.
Yeah, I like. It'd be funny if there, well, not funny, but interesting if there was a time glitch, because we know Tegan and Asa come back. So when they come back,
I was shocked when I saw that. When I saw them in there, I was like, oh my god. I'm happy to see classic companions back though.
it's not the only ones though. I wouldn't have thought, otherwise they wouldn't have showed them. But there'll probably be more people coming back, I reckon.
Well, there'll probably be another trailer probably before the Century special comes out. Centauri special.
Yeah. Like, are you looking forward to that episode?
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be sad to see Jodie go, but it needs to change.
Have you enjoyed seeing her like as a Doctor and stuff?
Yeah, she has like good times in her series. Some parts I don't agree with, like in the Kablam episode when she let that guy die, but then obviously there was like not long left until the countdown obviously to them exploding. So I get why she couldn't save him, but I kind of wish she kind of did.
Yeah. I spoke to someone quite recently who on the series, and we spoke about like when Graham said to the Doctor that he had cancer and or something about cancer, and she didn't really take much notice about it. And
yeah, I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Because the Doctor is a caring person.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like most of us say, we don't like the writing, and but it should at least have shown something about caring. And of course, she doesn't know what to do, but she could maybe have said something nicer than not really saying nothing.
Yeah, because like I feel like Chris has kind of ruined that part of the Doctor, like the caring and like side, because in some episodes she acts like a child to me. Like sometimes like she acts like a bit of a child in certain aspects of the series, but most of the time she is good when it comes to the natural problem with the universe and that. Like with Flux, for instance, I think that was her best. I think.
Yeah.
But it kind of still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It was the best series, even though it was 6 episodes, but it was the best.
Yeah, when I found out they shortened it, I was like, why? It's a series.
Yeah, I think they treated it more like a film, because it was a continuation each episode, and they all went into each other.
Yeah.
but yeah, it was okay. To start with, it looked pretty cool, but then in the middle of it kind of felt a bit rushed towards the end.
Yeah, it did. Like in the last episode, it's like when she was like stopping the flux, I thought that was a bit rushed because, like, yeah, it was good like seeing 2 doctors, but 3. But yeah, I thought it could have been a bit more less rushed and more explanation in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like the Weeping Angel episode, probably one of her best ones she's done, I reckon.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was. Like when she turned into Weeping Angel, I was shocked. I was like, oh god, what's going to happen now?
Yeah, and then
Yaz is on her own and Dan.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Like I think most of the Weeping Angel episodes are in Doctor Who.
Yeah, like I don't think if anyone ever ruined them, I would really not be happy. But at the moment, no one's ruined them at the moment.
No, and like they weren't really used with Peter Capaldi, so it was good to see him back with another episode.
Yeah, you only saw like a glimpse of them with Peter Capaldi when they were in that on Gallifrey and the dungeons, I think it was, and then you only saw like one Weeping Angel. But apart from that, but I'm glad they came back.
Yeah, it's a shame that we need more, like I suppose, companions back, but there needs to be more new ones, don't there?
Yeah. The one thing with Jodie Whittaker's era, the Daleks were overused in like the New Year's specials. Like they were always in the New Year specials, which is fine, but it got a bit boring.
I think they have like kind of contract, don't they, with the Daleks, Doctor Who, because they have to use them every series. But I think that they could not have had them every special with Jodie, because there's not actually one that I liked. Well, Captain Jack one was probably okay, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
they weren't like great.
like Revolution, I think was a bit, how do I explain it? A bit bland on stopping the Dalek, like how Jodie stopped it with these heat things from the microwave. I was like, right, fair enough, okay.
Yeah, that episode I got a bit dizzy. Well, like the last one, the last Dalek one, because you're going around in circles, nearly the whole episode. But yeah, are you looking forward to Russell T Davies come back?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to him returning.
Yeah, because he wrote some good ones, didn't he? Like back near 2005.
Yeah, he did. I kind of wish he stayed for like at least a series for Matt Smith though, because I wanted to know how he probably would do with Matt Smith. Probably be just as good as Stephen Moffat. But
yeah,
it's the same with Jodie. Like I wish she would have stayed for at least one series with Russell, because I keep thinking we would probably see a complete different Doctor in her if it was Russell writing her.
Yeah, we probably would. Probably.
Yeah, like she would actually care and like yeah.
Yeah, but she
I'm not saying she doesn't, but
yeah. But like you say, she has got like a funny, bubbly character, and she'd get on Matt Smith like Doctor quite well, I think. Together. Yeah. But what you got to think is like there's so many in her era of Doctor Who. There's so many things that need to be solved.
Yeah.
In the last episode.
Yeah, especially with her memories, like the way she just put it into TARDIS. I was like, so all this kind of for nothing about hunting your identity down, trying to find out who you are, just to bin it, really.
Yeah, what's the point? It was.
Yeah. It kind of stopped me. And I was just at the end of the last episode, I was like, okay.
It was pretty annoying though.
Like treating Yaz like crap through that series, just to bin who you are. You can finally find out who you are, and you spin it.
Yeah, hopefully the Master forces that upon her.
You never know. That could be what the energy could be. It could not be the regeneration. You never know. It could be her opening the watch.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't think it's her. Well, if it is her regeneration, I don't think they will show it on the trailer.
Yeah, if it is her regeneration, but I don't think it'll be actually her change regeneration. I think it might just be where it's starting. Or the Master, or you never know, the Master could be trying stealing it again to her regenerations, like in the movie, in the Doctor Who movie, when he tried to steal the remaining of Paul McGann's bodies.
Yeah, like you had that, like with Peter Capaldi and like Davros as well.
Yeah, trying to steal the regeneration to make the Daleks immortal and that, wasn't it?
Yeah, like it'd be nice for maybe a new design of Davros actually. Maybe look at it a bit different. Because...
Yeah, I think I want Davros to return. Like if he was in more of the specials in the New Year's, then I probably wouldn't complain about them being in all the specials. Which, like, as long as like if we had something different, but I want to see Davros return.
Yeah, he is. He was really good with David Tennant and Journey and Stolen Earth.
Yeah,
like, I think that's what they're trying to make this last episode like a Journey and Stolen Earth. Everyone's coming back. So we know Bradley Walsh is going to be coming back. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm not sure about Ryan, but I would have thought he would.
Yeah, I would have thought he would as well. Like if his own grandfather's coming back, then surely he's got to come back.
Unless something's happened to him or something, maybe in the series, or
I hope not.
I don't know.
I just hope they don't say like there's something's happened to him. But unless he's like on a mission, like with you never know, he could be with Torchwood now, he could be with Unit now. You never know.
Yeah, he might be.
Because obviously they got psychic papers now, so
yeah, it's gonna be interesting why they're back. because they don't know Jodie's going to be regenerating in this episode, do they? Their characters, so that's going to be interesting.
No, all we know that she's going to be on her own. It's going to be outside the TARDIS.
Yeah, let's hope it is outside the TARDIS for once, because it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Than rather being inside, because the TARDIS will change.
The TARDIS always gets battered.
Yeah, it does. Like
it always explodes in that one. Apart from Chris Eccleston, but obviously he had a companion inside the TARDIS, so I don't think he wanted to explode it.
No, like I think everyone except from at the moment up to Peter Capaldi hasn't had a companion in the TARDIS from the Ninth Doctor. So there's only been one Doctor. So
yeah, and obviously the TARDIS has only exploded with David Tennant.
Yeah.
And Peter Capaldi, because with Matt Smith, when he regenerated Peter Capaldi, it didn't really explode the TARDIS; it just made it crash.
Yeah.
Because it was just messing about with the controls.
The regeneration was really quick, wasn't it? It's almost like a face swap.
Yeah, people keep saying it was because he had that long regeneration, like when he reset himself back to young, and then all we needed to do was change. But I didn't like it. The way he just went up and then back, like no, it was too quick for me.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I did like that speech he did though when he was doing that like long regeneration outside.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. Like it's back young again and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, is there any episodes that you really don't like that you've seen and you probably won't go back to them?
Because I'm rewatching Doctor at the moment. I'm on series 4, but the episodes I don't particularly like is I forgot. It's Fear Her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Series 2, where Rose is when the Doctor and Rose are still like together, but obviously he gets drawn and obviously he disappears into the drawing. It was good to see like how Rose would react on her own, like but I just didn't like the way it sort of like ended. Really, it was a bit quick of just like throwing the ship. It just comes out of her straight away. I probably would have liked a bit like where that's not enough. Like you need like something like that, like a bit more longer.
Yeah, I think he went to Olympic Torch. Or was that the one where he's holding the torch?
Yeah, where he took because obviously the person fainted on the floor, and then he picked it up, and because that's why he didn't come back with the rest of the with the rest of the children. That's why he did come back, but obviously he ran off to get to the thing so he can do the torch.
Yeah, pretty cool that was.
It was. I quite like that bit. But
yeah, it wasn't my most favorite episode. Like, I got annoyed with the girl a little bit. But yeah, it was an okay episode. But yeah, the one there's one I always say I don't like. It's like with Peter Capaldi, that Hellbent episode where he spends the whole episode trying to get Gallifrey in that like chamber he got sent to.
Yeah, in the confession dial, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he got trapped in there.
Yeah, it was that whole episode just repeating it, almost like the last Dalek episode in a way. But I don't like those type of episodes where it takes a whole episode to get somewhere. And realistically, it's Doctor Who. That could take 10 minutes max. If you were doing that. So that is another one.
Yeah.
I think. Do you is there any companions that you really like?
From 2005 to now, one of my favorites was Rose and Donna.
Yeah,
Donna. She was like really funny and like she brought like a bit of like comedy to Doctor Who, but obviously too much of it. Like the funniest parts was when obviously she kept calling him Martian or Spaceman, like that sort of thing, and he was just there like, what have I done? But yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit different, the Doctor with Donna.
Yeah.
Like other than with Martha and Rose, because I think Martha got really tired of the Doctor keep mentioning Rose.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like, especially in Utopia when he went Rose and she was like that, sort of like gave that face when she was listening. But
yeah, like, you can
it's
understand
hard.
why. You can understand why Martha would get annoyed about that.
Yeah, I can understand why, but obviously I understood why the Doctor did. Like, obviously, yeah, he travelled with her for a long time, and obviously potentially then obviously grew feelings for her, and then obviously to get separated is hard. But
Yeah, like, what do you think about the like Doctor and falling in love with companions? Like, what do you think about that?
I don't really have a problem with it, but the thing is, it always ends not good.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about it. So that's probably why I say it's probably not best to fall in love with companions unless it is going to be an actual happy ending. But
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm a bit mixed feelings with it.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, I'm not like, I suppose it depends if you like the character yourself, like the character to the companion. I feel like with Yaz, it's rewarding for most people who watch it with the Yaz and the Doctor, but they haven't, like, it's just been spring on the last couple of episodes. Because at the beginning you women thought Yaz and the Doctor would Yaz would like the Doctor like that.
Yeah.
And you find out she does now, and then it's too late because it's only got one episode to do all that in.
Yeah, like with the Yaz and the Doctor story and with them liking each other, I didn't like that.
No.
Like, because like he didn't really, because with the writing, he didn't really make it make sense. And again, with the way the Doctor was treating Yaz in series 13, like absolute like rubbish, like having to go at her, like going like, no, it's not all right. Like when they get out this the time thing in the what's that place called? Atropos. And obviously, and then obviously she apologizes at the end, but no.
That's it.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. But yeah, like last few things, because I think we've had a really good discussion about Doctor Who. Because we could talk about it all day, couldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
like maybe just say maybe do you have like a favorite quote that relates to you by watching Doctor
Um, like the favorite quotes from them, like, is when the Doctors come up with their like own little catchphrase. What they say, like,
Who? Yeah, like it could just be anything, couldn't it? Like Geronimo, Allonsy, or all those kind of bits. I think they're really good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, let's hope maybe we have a good series, a good send off for Jodie, and series 14 and the 60s next year is really good.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, thanks, Josh. It's been great talking to you about Doctor Who, and thanks saying that you like to be a part of this series.
Yeah, that's all right.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.